They're sports legends, the biggest team in hockey, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Their millions of fans are so loyal that every home game is sold out years in advance. Around the city, that devotion's on display. This Leaf-loving couple got married in the team's home arena at Center Ice. Even their dogs wear team colors. And it's written in stone which team any future children will support.
We just know there's only one choice for them.
Yeah.
There's really only,
There's no options for the kids.
Yeah,
They're going to be Leaf fans whether they like it or
that's
not.
it, you
so.
know.
What Scott and Jennifer don't know is when, even if, they will get to see their beloved team do this again, win the Stanley Cup like they did in 1967. Since then, they've barely come close. This year and for much of the past decade, they haven't even made the playoffs. This young singer found inspiration in his disappointment, recording this take on a Jennifer Aguilera song of heartbreak and loss.
In the music industry, a lot of music is about either heartbreak or heartwarming, right? There's maybe a little bit of in between, but that's what most of it is. And the Leafs song for the past 50 years has pretty much just been a heartbreak song.
Think of Manchester United or the New York Yankees. The Leafs have that much money and popularity in Canada, but they lose, and their players often fail in Toronto only to succeed in other cities. The most recent player commemorated outside the arena retired in the 1980s. This sports writer wrote a book called Leafs Abomination, trying to explain why the team is so consistently dismal. He likens them to baseball's Chicago Cubs, who haven't won a championship in more than a century.
They've sort of cultivated this lovable loser thing in Chicago. The Maple Leafs aren't lovable losers. They're sort of unlikable losers this season, especially because they're the richest team. They are the team with a rich tradition, and yet, as you say, 50 years since they last won it, they're still looking for another one.
A final irony, this is the city where the Stanley Cup, hockey's top trophy, is stored between championships. A popular tourist attraction, fans here have to be content just looking at it through glass and wondering if their team will ever win it again. It's finally spring here in Canada, and many of the nation's hockey rinks are emptying out. Maple Leafs players, well, as usual, they're trading their hockey sticks for golf clubs. And as for the die-hard fans, and yes, I'm one, we've learned to say, there's always next year. Daniel Lack, Al Jazeera, Toronto.